it's working. How we doing? How we doing? Let's see if it's working. Is everything working? We got some controversial takes to do here, so we're going to wait for people to flood in before I start spitting facts. Everything I say from this point on is completely and utterly final say. It's all done. You cannot argue against it. It is just true. How's the audio? It sounds amazing. All right. Everything's going great. Everything's fantastic. Let's get some music going. Media source. Is this it? There we go. Now we're vibing. We'll wait for some people to flood in before I give my takes, but this is going to be... Oh, no, I can't record while I stream. I forgot. This is going to be how much skill it takes to use each weapon. Hello, Bunk. How's it going? How's it going, my guy? So, for example, what's up, Decraft? Just as an example, let's say up here, you see I have Giga Chad. Then we have Respectable. Then we have Kind of Cheese, right? Middle of the ground. Like, it kind of gives you some free kills. It kind of doesn't. Is a total crutch. If you use this, you have no skill. All of your kills come just from using this. This goes for equipment and specializations and weapons. And then you just want to be annoying. You're running this not to be competitive, not to get better at the game. Quite the opposite, actually. You're running this because you're bad at the game. You're running at this because you need it to carry you. Best not trash my main. Hey, all I'm going to do is spit facts. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to wake a lot of you guys up to some things that you guys are in denial about. So, we'll get some people in here. I'm going to ask you guys' opinion, and I'll let it sway me a little bit. But the majority, I think I know exactly where to put it. You're going to be hurt. Hopefully not like this weekend. Do keep in mind everything I use is going to be in Giga Chad, because that's definitely what I am. If you guys have some different names for these tiers that be more accurate, let me know. Let me know. But I think these are pretty on the nose. Pretty on the nose. Let's share this with the Disky. 2 times X. How's the stream looking? Does it look pretty good? Does it sound pretty good? Perfect, hopefully. I mean, we're starting with the Deagles. I'm going to go left from right here. Through the whole thing. And if you can't see underneath here, there's a whole nother tier underneath. It's got Thermal Vision, Throwing Knives, Tracking Dart, V9S, Vanishing Bomb, Winch Claw, XP54, and the Zip Line. We're doing everything. Hugh Monday! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm happy to see you all. Everything squared away. Sweet. That's what I love to see. All right. So, just to give you an idea of the whole of what we're doing right now, right? I noticed there's some more people flooding in. I see you. What's up, Blue Grenade? This is how I view you if you use one of these down below here, right? Let's start with the 50 cal since it's 50 here. Just to give an example, right? I'm going to place this in Respectable. Nothing wrong with it, but nothing that sets you apart, right? The Akimbo 50 cal pistols don't give you free kills. You have to earn your kills. But it's not like niche. You know what I mean? If you're picking something in Giga Chad, it's a bad weapon, but you want to use it because no one else uses it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm putting the Akimbo 50 cal. They're not broken. They're not even a little cheese. I feel like they're great. They're in a great spot. And we're going to use this going into Season 7 to see if anything changes. This is going to be our baseline. Our total baseline. Do you guys agree with the 50 cal? Where would you put it? I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to ask for any input on the ARN because it's 1000% Giga Chad. The ARN 220 is 1,000,000%. It is underpowered. It shoots marshmallows. It does have no recoil. What's up, Asterix? Long time no see. You coming back from the dead? Yeah, I'm back to streaming. We started streaming 2 weeks ago. And we're getting ready for Season 7, which is this week. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh to what, Blue Grenade? ARN is definitely Giga Chad. Again, just a reminder for people just joining. We're ranking on how respectable you are if you use anything on this list. Anything. So here, let's give an example for something cheese, right? I think we got to give one in each category. Something that is... Here, let's go all the way down. Not just to be annoying, it's a total crutch. Here's a great example for it's a total crutch. The Cerberus. If you're using the Cerberus gets all your kills, you don't. You don't earn the kills, the Cerberus does. It's giving you free kills. The Cerberus takes no skill. Hot take or what? Hot take or what? That's true, it is, but it just shoots marshmallows. If you're up close with the M11, we'll touch on this in a little bit, all right? The Cerb, we'll touch on it a little bit. But if you're using the M11 or the XP, you can be more aggressive. The ARN is definitely really slow reload unless you get that fast reload, right? You have to empty your mag. I just feel like it's so niche. It's so Giga Chad. Should I bring this down one? I feel targeted. You are targeted, Blue Grenade. Been trying to get you to DIA this season. Every time you were getting on, you just kept playing Quish Cash or, well, I'm waiting for next season to do ranked or anything else. Get me to Diamond, yeah. I was playing a bunch of different games. I think 50 Akimbo is Giga Chad. I guess everything else in heavy category... You know what? I think I agree with you. You know what? I might even put 50... I love the ARN. I'm going to put 50 Kimbo top of Giga Chad. Cerberus users moan when they wipe. Yes, they do. Cerberus users barely play the game. You might as well just go watch a movie at that point. What's up, man? What's up, Raiden? Hello? We're ranking each weapon in specialization by how much skill they take. Right? Cerberus, prime example, it's a total crutch. It's giving you free kills. Where's the XP? It's at the bottom. It's underneath where you see on the list down here. It's down here. The V9S, Vanishing Bomb, Winch Claw, XP, and Zipline are at the bottom. Heal Beam. Heal Beam. Well, I'm going to go left to right. 39R. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this still broken? Wasn't this broken? Didn't they buff the crap out of it? FCAR or AKM? Hey, that'll be a big one. Here, we'll do that one next. I'm going to put this in respectable because it's a burst weapon, and in the finals, burst weapons are hard to use. It's not broken? Okay, that's what I thought. Pike users have been getting a lot of popularity this season and ranked lately. But they did nerf it, right? It was stupid for a while, and then they nerfed it into a good place. Right now, I feel like Pike is going to go into respectable, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. How are you guys thinking about 93R in respectable? Sawed off with Invis is Giga Chad. That's crazy. I'm gonna argue sawed off with Invis is kind of cheese. I'm just bad at burst weapons in general. Me too. Well, if I'm using a burst weapon, I have to use it for like a week. All right, from going on out, here's a good, we got a good feel for the rating system. I'm going to hold it, and then you guys give me your opinions, and then I'm going to make a final decision, right? So right now we're doing the AKM. I'm thinking either Giga Chad or respectable, leaning towards Giga Chad, just because the F card does more damage. Rage bait initiated. That should be a sin if you use DA. I agree, Blue Grenade. Also, you want to know what Ruby is going to be next season? There's going to be a pattern. Next one is going to be heavy. I think so. I feel like there should be one for each class. There's been leaks. It might be the Shack. I'd take the Shack. Oh, I would love a Ruby Shack. AK respectful. I think I agree. Someone else agrees with me. I'm going to put AK at top of... No, yeah, I'm going to put it respectable. If I see someone using the AK and they kill me, I feel no negative emotions at all. Same with the 50 Kimbo and 93R. And the ARN. So I like this. I like this right here. 93R feels just niche enough because it's a burst, so I'm going to keep it at the top of respectable, but we love the AKM. I swear if there's no SA126 Ruby, I'm going to crash out. Eventually they got to get to it. It's the best, it's the most used ranked gun for heavy, right? Gonna be a medium? I think he's right. I think it's going to be heavy. All right. F-Car. What are we thinking on the F-Car? Giga Chad? Giga Chad respectable. It's got a small magazine, right? I know they added some bullets to it, but it's got a small magazine. If you die to an F car, how much cheese do you feel like is part of that? kind of cheese? F-car kind of cheese? How is F-car cheese? I don't think the F-car is cheese at all. It used to be in Season 2. The damage per bullet? Yeah. Isn't the recoil... Oh, they just buffed the recoil, didn't they? They just made the recoil easier to use. I'm going to put it at top of respectable. More respectable than the AKM? We'll do this. Both these, props to Embark, because I feel like the F-car and the AKM are the best balanced guns, full auto guns, in a competitive environment that I've seen across any video game. Is that a crazy take? Giga since 1? Dude, I'm trying not to be biased. F-car is my favorite gun in any game ever made ever. So I want to put this at top of Giga Chad. I love the ARN, but I'm fighting the temptation. I've seen more respectable than the F-car. One more tier at the bottom. In hell. Well, that's where you're just trying to be annoying. Sniper's crazy. Sniper has a bug. It makes it hard to use. Now, FAMAS, F-car, AKM, they're all balanced perfectly. Exactly. And how do they... How? They're both so completely different, but they all have their same identity. None of them feel cheesy. All right. I like where this is. Top of respectable. F-car's probably never going to move, and neither's the AKM. Cerberus... If this moves at all, it's going to go into you just want to be annoying. If you're a Cerberus player, never talk to me. You got to hit your shots with it. All right, anti-grav cube. No one uses this. This is Giga Chad 1,000%. This is definitely Giga Chad. If you're good with the anti-grav cube, you're like the top 5%. Like, it reminds me of... Where's my baby in here? Gravity Vortex. It's so niche. All right, bet I won't talk. I'm just cheesing. Just kidding. Guess I'll have to unfollow now. Hey, Cuddy, which take am I wrong about? You guys can make your arguments, okay? I will listen. Just fair warning, when we hit the end of this list, all of these are final. They're going straight to Embark, so I'm exposing your secrets. I'm sending them straight to Embark. They're going to know that you're using stuff just for the cheese. I use the cube on that heavy. Yeah, because you're a Giga Chad. That's why. F-car plus recon sense. Do not talk about recon sense, Goose. Do not. Oh, man. Just straight walls as an ability. Terrible. Now, hear me out. MGL is Giga Chad. The skill and playstyle you need. Okay, Sean, I am going to hear you out. Initially, I had that way lower. We got a while before we hit on it. But my take on this is going to surprise you. I fought against it. I don't use it, but I fought it. It seems super hard to hit a shot. Cerberus is good in order to counter lights. Yeah, but my issue is the same issue that Apo has, is how fast it kills the other two classes. I'm fine with it deleting lights. You pick light, you're picking the light class. You have no health. You're a glass cannon. Cerberus is a shotgun. If you're up close, you should get deleted. You should. But it shouldn't kill mediums and heavies as fast as it does. Also, the tick damage after is crazy. APS turret, I'm putting it at respectable. Right? It is a counter to something that's going to go in here. Season 1 F-car was diabolical. Yeah, it was. So it was diabolical Season 2, too. That's why I used it to get diamond. No one is complaining about heavy hammers kill so quickly. Because Cerberus is broken, Blue. Sir, you're just trolling. I know you're trolling. I know Cerberus is broken. Keep it. We just got to nerf the way it hits against medium and heavy. Well, actually, oh, shoot. Hot take. Have you guys seen the new trailers they put out? Every class is getting a healing equipment. So... maybe don't nerf the Cerberus. This is for Season 6, so we'll touch on that later. But how do you guys feel about the APS? APS, bottom respectable. Mid respectable. Not the actual trailer. Yeah, that's true. It was just like a finals tournament preview. All right, I don't see any objections to APS. We're going to try and power through this because I'm going slow. I do want to get in some games. Barricade, I'm going to put that up here. Mid respectable. You can demo through the barricade. and everyone's running Demo. You can do some movement tech with the barricade where you hit it and you mantle up. I love it. It's respectable, borderline Giga Chad if you do the movement with it. Think DMAT will get a nerf? No, I don't. It's because of the drill gadget. Because of the drill gadget, I don't think it will. Because then you can go heal beam and use the drill gadget. I don't think it'll get a nerf. I don't think so. Do we agree with barricade? I don't see any objections. I like it and respectable. I also expect a lot of things to be hearing up because Embark has been doing a really good job of balancing. Mostly because Season 8 is going to have the esports. Esports coming. Breach charge, Giga Chad. You can't kill anyone with it. Hardly ever. Nukes were taken out of the game. You get 3 uses of it and still you have to spam. You have to spam it. Hopefully they fix that. You have to spam it to make it explode. It's hard to use. If it's hard to use, it's Giga Chad. Right up there next to Anti-Grav Cube. I might even put it above Anti-Grav Cube because it's so hard to use. Yeah, Barricade takes some skill. Who uses breach charges? Exactly why it's in Giga Chad. If it's niche, you're a Giga Chad. You know what I mean? Here, let's move this up. We don't need it. Skadoom. Yeah, now we see the rest of it. If it's niche, it's a Giga Chad. Bots prob. Bots and... Well, if a good player is using breach charge, then it's Giga Chad. Me. Sean uses it. All right. C4. I'm going to say bottom respectable. No, I'm going to put kind of cheese. Is that crazy? What's up, Jelly and Jam? Welcome in. We're rating things on how much skill they take. Yeah, Barricade. People like parkour with Barricade. You know what? Actually, since Demo, do we put Barricade in Giga Chad? No, I'm giving out Giga Chad way too much. Yeah, I like it. Tier 3 of respectable. I like it. Kind of cheese as well. Yeah, I wanted to put it in respectable, but it is against lights. It's kind of cheese. It's not bad. Like, I'm not upset when I die to a C4. I'm kind of annoyed. It feels like dying to a mine, but it has to be manually exploded. People put it on a cash box. You can shoot it before to avoid it. Just kind of cheese. If you don't notice it, it's like on the other side of the wall, and you walk past and they hit it. You're a light. You die right away. That's the only kind of cheese, but it's like barely. I'm going to put it at top of kind of cheese, just underneath respectable. Timing 2 if you block an RPG. Oh, that would be... Oh, yeah. It's really good for... It's great for defending cash outs. It's also like Demo for defending cash outs if you're using it right underneath the cash out. I like it. All right, C1 repeater. The repeater. How do we give... I need your guys' take. Where are we putting the repeater? Where are we putting the repeater? Def Giga Chad? You're annoying if you use repeater. See, I knew this was going to split you guys down the middle. What are we thinking? It does like a lot of skill. Respectable. Annoying as hell. I can tell what ranks you guys are in. It is so hard to... This is my take, okay? ARN is... Hey, ARN's my baby, man. I'll put it bottom Giga Chad. You know what? No. I'll put ARN top respectable. For me, because it's my list, I'm going to put repeater mid respectable. I'm going to put it above the three, above the 93R. You have to be accurate. If I die to the repeater, I'm annoyed. Am I annoyed? Yes. Am I as annoyed as the Cerberus? Sometimes, yeah. But they killed me because they hit every shot. You have to respect that. You have no choice but to respect that. The Cerberus, you don't aim down sight. You get a big old circle. Oh, there's a guy to my left. You're dead. Boom. Pull the trigger. Click the mouse. Boom. Boom. You got the ARN. I'm spraying into you. I'm halfway through a mag. Oh. Boom. Yeah, you get to respawn in 20 seconds. It takes a lot of skill to use the CB, what was that, 01 repeater. It takes a lot of skill. I'm annoyed, but I respect whoever kills me with it, okay? A lot of this is based on how I feel after I get killed by it. All right? If that makes sense. Charge and Slam. Now, when I was off doing variety content, I heard Charge and Slam was super broken. Spraying into you is crazy. All right, no one take that out of context, all right? It's a trick shot-ish weapon, though, which is why. Dude, Blue Grenade, you... I think you're the only person who loves the Cerberus. No way you think Cerberus should be above the repeater. English, my bad. Remember, to you with long 5 meters, so you get a quick scope. Hey, hot take. I hope in Season 7, the C1 repeater gets the pike scope. I hope so. I hope so. Only super good against lights. You got to hit some... Yeah. It's got to be... We got to rate this against all. I like where the C1 repeater is. I like it. I know I'm hyphenating the name, but I love right there, right in the middle, respectable. I definitely respect whoever kills me with the repeater a lot. But Charge and Slam, where are you guys putting this? How's homie going to hate on C but not the Serb? That's what I'm saying. Buff the reload time? I think the Serber's good where it's at. Sniper needs different scopes. Sniper needs a lot of changes. We will hit on Sniper when we get down here. Chad? Charge and Slam Chad? Kinda Cheese? I think Kinda Cheese is perfect. Below C4. No, above, because it's almost respectable. I use Charge and Slam for the movement. I start it for the sprint, and then I'll cancel it to hit a hard slide. And I've seen some other heavies use it the same way, and I respect that. And it's also only cheese against lights, I'd say. If you're a medium or a heavy against another Charge and Slam, in no way is that winning the fight for you. L-list? How? How, Caleb? What's wrong? Caleb, shut. How do we feel about it? How do we feel about this? Hey, look at this. You just want to be annoying being empty here. So far, good for Embark right here. I'm not in. Also, amazing to change the game. Cash outs and buildings. True. Clearing out walls. I feel that's great. Yeah, we're going to keep this in just kind of cheese. It's not bad at all. Now, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. This, technically, I respect this way more than the Serb. But it's not a crutch. That's why we have a separate tier for this. Okay? No way. In no way, I will not hear you out. In no way are you using the CL40 for anything other than to be annoying. Right? It takes skill. It takes skill. If you kill me with a CL40, am I annoyed? Oh god, yeah. Do I respect you a little bit? Yeah. In the first few seasons, it was here. Above the where the Cerberus would be. Right now, yeah, it takes skill. I'm not hating you, but oh my goodness. This is you when you're putting on. This is you when you're choosing the Cerberus or when you're choosing the CL40 in the lobby. Evil. You know you're being a cheeky little boy. But they've adjusted it where it takes skill and I still think it needs a little nerf before Scene 7. And it has a counter. Which is why it's not in total crutch. If we didn't have the APS turret, it would be top total crutch, but you can choose something to counter it and you have to hit those really low velocity bullets. Shotgun takes skill? Noted. No, I'm talking about the CL40, not the shotgun. I think there's one shotgun that takes skill, and that's the heavy. No, there's two. Both heavy shotguns take skill to use. In my opinion. All right, cloaking device. I don't even think there's going to be an argument here, right? Right? Or is this crazy? Now, it is super easy to kill. I know. You can see them. You can hear them. I have no problem fighting against cloaking device. Also, thermal vision is meta right now. But, hear me out. If you cannot kill me without literally not being able to be seen, if you're about to take a fight with me and you go, I'm going to lose this fight unless he literally can't see me at all, What does that say about that fight? No new weapons. It's looking that way. It isn't confirmed, but I would be shocked if there are new weapons for this season. Shocked. And I'll tell you why. Season 8 is going to be the start of their esports, and adding 3 new weapons right before the esports when you almost have a perfectly balanced game is a tough thing to do from a studio that's pushing out 2 AAA quality games. Could they do it? Yeah, 100%. But I just don't see them doing it. Are there any objections for cloaking in Total Crutch? Could we put it in Kinda Cheese? Bottom Kinda Cheese. They didn't do new weapon. Oh yeah, they have done it every season. I don't know. I would be shocked if they do. Thermal plus LH1 equals aimbot. That is pretty crazy. I don't care about esports. I want new weapons. Yeah, but that'll bring so many new players and eyes to the game. Kinda Cheese. All right, I'll move it to Kinda Cheese just because there's a counter in thermal vision and it's so easy to kill. But just the principle alone is cheesy. But that's probably the little bit of cheese. With M11 and yeah, existing cloak is cheese. Okay, that's fair. All right, the dagger. Oh my gosh, I get so annoyed when I die to the dagger, but I have to do it, man. I have to. If you guys watch Neon with the grapple, if you guys have used the dagger, that's what I'm saying. If I die, now the sword is different. The sword is way different. But if I die to a dagger, I'm going, hey, good job. Exactly. It's becoming niche. And the fact that it's a one-shot back shot against all classes, but that's so OP, but it's so hard to do that you have to learn its own tech. How is that not Giga Chad? I haven't seen. Okay, I'm glad you all agree with me. I thought you guys were going to fight me on that. I'm so glad you guys agree. Dagger's Giga Chad. I am so bad and I never use it. So you would think that I would get mad at it all the time, but no, it's definitely Giga Chad, right? Yeah, it takes time to learn. Sword, I hate sword. All right, Data Reshaper, definitely Giga Chad. Just because it's so niche. Just because it's so bad. Same with the anti-grav. If you learn a way to use Data Reshaper where you're good with it. Now, in my mind, when we're making this list, I'm picturing someone using this that's really good with it. Like when I'm using the Gravity Vortex in all my YouTube shorts. People watch it because no one uses the Gravity Vortex. But if you get good with something no one uses, oh, that's max respect. That's Giga Chad. So if you can get good with Data Reshaper, that's definitely Giga Chad, right? Didn't like the change? Yeah, I think there's a huge buff coming for it. This is supposed to be a counter to the turret, but still no one likes it. Everyone hates the turret right now, from what I see. This is the counter, but they still no one uses it. I think it needs a range buff. If it's going to be a hard counter to something like the turret, it needs to be super far. And I think it just needs to hit equipment. Because then you're wasting charges on barrels, and who wants to change the barrels, you know? Switch a better... Well, I mean, you can completely get rid of Guardian turrets. What sponsor are you choosing? Hey, Via on top. Down with CNS. Via on top. Via on top. Where are my Via soldiers at? Down with CNS. They're just trying to ruin the games. We're just trying to keep security. We're trying to put on a good show for everyone watching the finals. Those terrorists are trying to ruin the show. I think Vi's gonna have some cooler cosmetics. CNS be wearing hoodies, bro. I'm not putting a hoodie on my character. I'm so excited about the lore they're gonna add this season. Whoever's peak drip, Edwin knows ball, bro. Edwin knows ball, exactly. No way Via has worse drip. The CNS side of the new map, though, gas. Defib, It used to be kind of cheese. Now it's definitely respectable. These are almost terrible now. Curious to see where you put weapons like the flamethrower. Hey, we'll see. I'll get to them when I get to them. I got some interesting takes. Dematerializer. Now, since it's used so much, is it banned from Giga Chad? This takes skill. There are, I think, no demo kills have any cheese at all. Am I wrong? Via CF. Welcome to the enlisted Via Corps. Welcome. My heart, I bleed orange and white. Halto insurance in my wallet. Via threads on my fit. Solo mediums, I use everything but deep. I'm thinking, yeah, me too. Even though it's so used, I think I put it in Giga Chad. You're never doing anything with demo that doesn't take skill. This skill expression in demo is so large that I think it definitely warrants some Giga Chad. I love Ospus too. It's just everyone picks it. I had to choose it though because the ARN blueprint. Cheesy way to, yeah. Everything else, yeah. I think okay. So last second cash out steals kinda cheese. So I think we'll drop it to very, very top of respectable. Just because I could kind of see that. Quality of life for medium it is. Ospus overrated. You say that until they start shipping out actual cans of Ospus. Which I cannot wait to start my videos with. With an actual Ospus can. That's going to be Giga Chad. Dome Shield. Top. Top kind of cheese. Just because principle. Actually, no. I'm putting it respectable. I think Mesh Shield will go top kind of cheese. Maybe. Unless I get a better argument. I respect Dome Shield. It's got a little health. Glitch Grenade completely counters it. You could just walk right in it. You can Gibraltar play the edges. I like it. DMAT, you can do some crazy plays. That's what I'm saying, UFO. You can... The skill expression. Dude. Where do I put this, guys? Respectable or Giga Chad? I need votes right now. Let me know in the chat. Respectable or Giga Chad? Give me a GC or an R. I need to know. I'm leaning Giga Chad. For Mesh, you need to know how to juggle health. Yeah, and you can't use anything. So I might swap those actually. Mesh might take some more. Giga Chad? That's all I needed to see. Although he said that's 2 Giga Chads, 1 respectful. Dual Blades. It's just so annoying. You never die to it, but it's just annoying. Wow, that's really a good way to say it. Giga Chad. Yeah, all right. Demo's definitely Giga. Respectfully respectable. Oh my gosh, we're tied again. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no. 4 votes respectable. But I vote Giga Chad. I'm going to keep it here. We'll see at the end if we want to make some changes. Dual Blades. Right? Think you're using them. Think from the POV you're using them. Right? They're so hard to use. Back when they first put it in and it was like 100% accuracy and deflected bullets. Giga no chat? No, yeah, Giga Chad, no doubt. Yeah. This is such a niche playstyle. It's so niche. Look at everything it's surrounded by. This definitely fits. This is the dagger of medium. Dude, CF, bro. Get on my friends list. I love all your takes so far. Favorite medium weapon is dual blades? This just might be your name. Giga. The block is so annoying, but all you got to do is slide jump away the other direction, and then you can just outrun them. Because if they sprint, they put their swords down. They're so hard to use. I never use them. Never use them, but I respect anyone that gets them with me. Evasive dash. This is going to tear the chat apart. Evasive dash. Where are we putting this? I love dash. I think there's a lot of skill expression. but I think some people spam it in fights that they would otherwise lose. So, let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm going to put it mid kind of cheese. Giga Chad, okay. I'm all for raising evasive dash. I think it takes some skill. But I know some heavy and medium mains are going to disagree. But it's crutch. I know, like, I can admit it. I love dash, but I can admit it. It depends. If you're in high elo, you watch high elo players, the way they space out their dashes and use it to hit positioning, that's Giga Chad. But for the 90% of the player base, like if you're in a quick play lobby with your buddy that barely plays, and you die to someone who just hits this dash button 3 times in a row, and then hits the wall with the second dash and accidentally hits the other, and you shoot all of your shotgun shots, for example, and you're screwed, that feels a little cheesy, right? Dash less respectable than grapple, leagues above invis. Perfect. Perfectly said. Let's go. What do we feel about bottom respectable? How do we feel about bottom respectable? For normal people, cheese, high elo, I respect, you know? You got to think, too, bow users. Bow users are skill, like take skill, and they have to use dash because there's space between bow draws. So I feel like bow dash keeps it in respectable. Without bow, it would be top kind of cheese. How do you guys feel about that? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, sweet. Hey, Edwin agrees. Respectable bottom, I didn't even see that up there. Edwin, you know ball. It looks like we're agreeing. Bottom respectable. I like it. Yeah, I'll live with that too. Because of the bow users. Because the bow takes some skill. Explosive mine. Used to have 2 charges. Now just 1. To complete the season challenges, you got to get a kill. 3 kills with mines. How do we feel about the mine? Dagger players need dash too. That's true. But if you guys watch Neon Guts, he kind of disproves that. He's really good with grapple dagger. Mines are giga, but annoying. I don't know about giga. You can get insane plays. Yeah, you do have to read. You kind of have to That's So Raven people and see where they're going to be. Again, with this, it's kind of like Demo. Is it bottom giga or top respectable? Kind of cheese, yeah. This is a hard one to pick. Like, I could see here, and I could also see here. This is another, it's like an evasive dash. If it's a new player just throwing them down and you die to it as a light, holy crap, that's cheese. But some of the things the top elo players can do with it. I'm going to put it behind the dome shield and kind of cheese. Because look, the kinda is what's important here. It's not a total crutch. You're not being annoying. It's just kind of cheese. Yeah, for now. Yeah, I think, hey, jelly and jam. Because some people use it. Yeah. It depends on who you are. I wish I could do 2 of these. If I could copy it. Because if you're using it the way you're describing, Sean, then it's definitely Giga. If you're like, you're baiting the chase, you know they're going to chase you, you put a mine on the stairs, you wait, blow the first person up, and then use that chunk damage to hit the second. Like, you're strategic about it, that's great. But if you're just jumping around and get free kills with them, you put them in front of vents and stuff, that's cheese. But I'm going to go with the majority of the player base, how they use it. I'm going to put it kind of cheese. Yeah, well, Sanguine's a freaking beast. Sanguine can use whatever he wants. Look who it is. Getting all specific, but you're going to say, actually, with those glasses.
Actually. The top 0.3% players use a strategy that is rare to only the other top 5%, and it counters 0.35% of the other player base that likes to crutch some of the things such as sledgehammer and melee, so the explosive mine is a total counter to other things that you would otherwise put in kind of cheese. Therefore, putting explosive mine up into the Giga Chat territory.
How's that for you? I try to channel it for you. No, hey, Demise, the voice is this. This is the voice. That was just me letting my normal voice out. Personally, I prefer Frag Grenade. Frag Grenade, I think, is Giga because of the 1. Casting for new Polar Express live action. It'd be me and the zombie girl, Bella Rose, or whatever her name is, FAMAS. We got to put it in here with the FCAR and AKM, right? I think just because it's burst, I'm putting in between. Third place, respectable. Pre-frag grenade was kind of cheese, 100%. Asterix right now. Hey, I don't want to get cooked. I gave you guys what you wanted. Don't cook me for it, okay? FAMAS, I love it. When you're good with the FAMAS, oh, it feels so satisfying. But if you miss one burst, you feel like you can't do anything. We need a Season 1 LTM. Can you imagine? With recon senses and everything? That would be so much fun. It's crazy, man. Time has flied. Time has been flying. Time has flied. The terrible grammar. Time has been flying. To reminisce on Season 1 of the finals, half of me feels like the finals just got here out of nowhere, and the other half is like, wow, a year and a half ago, this game dropped. Best of the 3 ARs, but still balanced. If I'm putting these 3 here, I think I need to do this. Favoritism aside, I think the ARN is right in line with these. Am I wrong? After the buffs they gave it, the easier second recoil pattern, the faster reload time for the base reload, yeah, I think it fits in respectable. I think I was glazing a bit in Giga Chad. No? Recoil's too easy. That's a good point. This weapon right here gets me all my accusations. If you guys see my most recent video, I cooked someone for giving me like a paragraph of a accusation. This thing gives me accusations just because the recoil is so easy to control. So I'll put it there for that. Too much hate? It does. It does. But it's so niche. But I think top respectable. I think top respectable is yeah, recoil alone. I think that's a good place. Oh, flamethrower, man. Flamethrower. It's good because it supports a medium range supportive playstyle from a light that previously wasn't possible. Because then you could do medium range with the XP, but then you're cheesing it, you know? Annoying. The flamethrower is annoying. So my first instinct is this, okay? But I'm wrong. Okay? Yeah. Top kind of cheese, and I'll tell you why. Okay? It is so easy. If I'm playing quick play or casual world tour, oh god, I hate a flamethrower user. And I will like roast them for it while I'm playing. But if I'm playing ranked, and I'm like, if I flash back to diamond lobbies, if I'm playing against someone who's running flamethrower, I'm getting excited. Because if I'm taking the game seriously, it's so easy. If I'm like, oh, there's pink, they have a flamethrower. This all day. 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 Just stay medium range, and then he just has to slowly bubble shield, mesh, as he slowly gets closer to me, and then I kill him like the Terminator. Bottom cheese? You know what? Yeah, I'd agree. Explosive mine takes more skill. I'll put mid kind of cheese. How about that? The skill of mesh shield juggling. Yes, that's fair. I like it there. I like it mid kind of cheese. How do you guys feel about that? Any objections? I need at least 3 objections for me to change. Mid cheese? Yeah, mid cheese. I like mid cheese. Would you argue Charge and Slam takes more? Flamethrower winch is so annoying. But you do have to get into the winch. Here's my counter argument. You have to get into the winch range, and you have to land the winch, which I think is harder than people think. I like mid cheese. Yeah, no nerf needed. If I saw a nerf in the patch notes for flamethrower, I'd be so excited. I'd be so happy. but it does not in any world deserve a nerf. No, it is so good for what it is. If you're using a flamethrower in a fight in real life, and I know this is like VR virtual, like it's a game show, but you got to think, if you're going to put a flamethrower in this game, you have to make it OP up close. You're shooting flames at people. Caleb, quit being my #1 hater. I got to explain my takes, or they mean nothing. Love you. He typed love you before I even responded. He knew I was going to yap about it. Flashbang. Like what Caleb does to my mom. You're welcome, Caleb. You would have said it if you're in the Discord. Flashbang. Where are we putting this? Where are we putting this? Where are we putting this? Which one? What are we thinking here? And TDM is the most hellish thing you experience? This goes with my take with Invis. If I give the same take with Invis, right? If you are going to take a fight... Jeez, annoying, yeah. Depth of hell. If you take a fight with me and you go, I'm going to lose this fight unless I blind him, unless I skull fuck his eyes out, I'm going to lose this fight. Then it's a crutch. Cloaking device, you can hear them and you can still kind of see them, and it has a counter with thermal vision. That's why it's in kind of cheese. Flashbang, there's no counter. You can't even turn around, bro. You can't even turn around. You put a flashbang in front of my face and I go like this, I'm not even looking at it. The worst I should get is a mild case of tinnitus, which I have in real life. Why the hell am I looking this way and I come back and I've got no eyes? You know what? Yeah, it is total crutch. I was about to rage put it in above Cerberus. Bang! Ding! Bang! Ding! You know what? I didn't even realize I hated this until I put it in here. So, Giga Chad. I cloak when flashed. I cloak when I throw flashes. I blind myself, but at least I'm just invis. Y'all are trolling. If you cannot flash teammate, then it's respect or gig. I'm gonna put it in crutch. I think it's a crutch. Do you guys disagree? You're Giga? Okay. Hot take, he said it turns me into a... You guys are crazy. You guys are insane. But crutch, alright. They could do a few things to this to make it better. To make it take more skill. But it's a total crutch right now. Frag grenade. Moving on. Frag grenade. I think post nerf. I know where Shocho wants to put it. I think post nerf. I mean, you got it's like the bow. Like you got to track people. Bottom respectable. I need 3 vetoes, so 2 people got to agree with Shocho for the FAMAS. That's actually 2. 2 people voted to move FAMAS. Respect? Yeah, really only mediums use it. Yeah, I like bottom respect frag. Just the implication people can spam it and get a free kill on a light or a low medium. But most of the time, like you're being chased, you hit that low throw, and you have to guess the trajectory of where they're chasing you. I like it. I like low respectable frag. How about gas grenade? I'm thinking mid respect, low giga. Keep FAMAS there? Okay, yeah. Gateway Giga Chad? Yeah, I 100% agree. There's no way there's any... I think gas mine, kind of cheese. Gas grenade, mid respectable. Low mid respect, okay, yeah. Okay, so we can agree on there. Gas cheese, yeah. Gas grenade, well, gas grenade is a counter. You got to keep in mind the counters, right? Like there are stuff in, if there's no counter, like the Cerberus, that's a crutch. There's no counter to the flashbang, that's a crutch. CL40 gets its own category because there is a counter, but it's still a crutch. But gas, you can throw fire down or use a flame barrel. At least low respect. I'll give you that, yeah. If frag is low respect, then we got to put gas there. I'll give you that. It's one above the gas mine. Gas mine is definitely cheese. One above cheese is going to be gas nade because you have to throw it. My mom's a counter. I gave you a layup earlier and you let me take it. But then you hit this one. That's crazy. That's insane. All right, Gateway. 100% agree. Giga Chad. I'm going to put low Giga Chad just because I just feel like these are so niche. Oh, it's definitely more Giga Chad than the dual blades and the data reshaper. But nothing you do with Gateway is cheese. Everything you do with this gadget is skill. Shocho's right. Yeah, Vanish Bomb goes straight with Cloak. It's the exact same thing. But, Gateway, no one objects to Gateway Giga Chad, right? Everything you do with this is skill expression. Over Cube? Oh, yeah. I'll agree with that. Mid of Giga? Yeah, I like right mid Giga. Like Dagger, it's so niche. I like that Giga there. Breach Charge, no one uses it, so I like that above it. And the 50 Kimbos, since there's so many better options on Heavy, I love this mid Giga. Glitch Nade, it's just simply a counter to a lot of stuff. I'm going to put this top respectable. I'm going to put it mid respectable. I'm not putting that above. I'm gonna put it mid respectable right here. Kinda cheese. I'm interested in your take there. What is cheese about Glitch Grenade? Because you have to have something like Glitch Grenade in the game, or the rock paper scissors dynamic doesn't work. Hurry up and get to my Pike. Yes, Daddy. Wait, where is it? Where's Pike? We'll put her up here after we get to. Let's go glitch trap, kind of cheese. Bottom kind of cheese. I hate these things, and they don't require much skill. But we'll do glitch nade. Ah, that's crazy. Can I put these so far apart? Is that nuts? Grenade respect mine cheese. See, Shotro and I are on the same page right now. Sweet, we agree. Goonade, man. Giga. Goonade is Giga. I mean, the Neon Guts tech to jump off the map and hit that. Create a wall. I think it's Giga. Nah. What you mean, nah? Glitch Trap is my crutch. It is kind of crutchy, but that's why I put it bottom kind of cheese. Even the top players, man, you cannot tell me you don't spam these. People with the explosive mind, I'm putting this above gas mine, actually, the more that I think about it. If it'll let me. People who put these down, they think about it. You put Glitch Trap down, unless you're putting it on the cash out, you are spamming this. The only reason it's not in crutch is because it's the counter to the dumbest thing in the game, Sword Dash. So I'm giving it a little bit of respect to push it out of total crutch. But Glitch Trap stops them. Yeah. Yeah, Goo can be spammed, wall off. Oh, I heard in the higher elo right now. Oh, yeah. People are spamming it. It's becoming a huge problem. Appo was talking about how esports it was going to be an issue. Yeah, that changes my perspective on it a lot. I'm going to go mid-respectable now because of that. I'm going to put it above Glitch. Just because the niche uses. Yeah, I like it next to Barricade. It's very similar. The way you got some parkour uses with Barricade, some movement tech. You've got some parkour uses with Goo Grenade, some niche tech. But the very like the base usage of it is just a wall off stuff, and you can demo through Barricade, which puts it above in respectable, but you can't get through Goo Grenade very easily. I mean, Shocho gives a good point, right, Blue? And Appo agrees with him. I mean, the top % of the player base is saying right now the spam Goo is kind of a problem. And the absurd amount of health the Goo gets is crazy. Even if you light it on fire, like, you have to mag dump an entire mag just to get one section off. So I think I agree with it. They just have to accept it. Well, I need 2 more to agree with you, and I will. I'll put it up top respect or Giga. But right now, I'm gonna settle here. Pike! Here we go. We're here. And everyone can use it. That's true. Pike was here when it came out. But now I think I have the same viewpoint of it as the repeater. The repeater has a slower fire rate, so I want to put it underneath. And the Pike has a scope, so it's easier to use. What do you guys feel about near bottom respectable? Yep, it looks like you guys agree. Takes 10 years to get rid of goo. Exactly, UFO. I'm thinking bottom, near bottom respect. After the nerf. Crutch, I could see the argument with Crutch, but if I think Crutch and I go and look at the Cerberus, in no way do I feel the same way about the Cerberus as I do the Pike. GG. Goo Gun Crutch? Yeah, 1000%. We're not there yet. Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, no one uses this as like a constructive tool. This is... Yeah, I'm having trouble thinking of a way of taking this out of Crutch. Who disagrees? Or jump over it? Well, you can't go around or jump over it if it's a doorway. Bottom cheese, top Crutch, grapple hook? What? There's way too much skill expression with grapple. You only get one charge. It's the least used specialization for light in top elo. Yeah, I think this is mid to top respectable. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Winch. Okay. I was going to say. That's nuts. Grapple's just blue. Bro, I swear you're just trying to give different takes. There's no way you think the Cerberus takes skill. You think grapple's gross. Blue, I hate to say this, man, but everything in this game that caters to unearned kills, you are defending. Grapple's respectable, I agree. Is a worse, better dash? Yeah, I think grapple needs 2 uses with a really slow cooldown. All right, Caleb and Blue are trolling. All right, Gravity Vortex, definitely Giga Chad. But we're going to go bottom Giga Chad because when you get caught in it, it's annoying. Light annoy me? Yeah, I mean, if you're someone who hates lights in the finals, all of their specializations are going to annoy you. All of them are. Because they're supposed to be annoying. But they don't, they don't give you free kills. In my opinion. Guardian Turret. You guys think Crutch or kind of cheese? You're the only player that uses Grav Vortex? Exactly. That's why I'm putting it here. Because it's niche. It's my little baby. It got my YouTube shorts in the algo. Guess I'm a cannibalist. Crazy. Giga Chad for Guardian Turret. That's Caleb's main. Well, unless he's running with Kenny and I, then he's Healing Beam to bail us out. I just know everyone hates Guardian Turret right now. I know Kenny's in the group chat right now telling Caleb, stop trolling with Guardian Turret. Annoying as hell. What do you guys think about bottom respectable for turrets? I don't think I can even argue about it. I think it's top kind of cheese. Bottom cheese, top Crutch. Turrets giving noob. All right, I'm seeing more for... I'm say bottom cheese. I mean, I get it does all the work for you. There's no bloom. The range on it is insane. It does a crazy amount of damage. If you're getting shot with it at the same time as a turret, you're screwed, especially if you're a light. The only class that doesn't really care about these are heavy, and they're still pretty annoying. I like bottom cheese. Turrets need a reload time. Yes, reload time after 20 bullets, like an F card mag, and I think it needs bloom. It needs to be like it's hip firing. It's a 4 teammate. It is. It's better aim than Shocho. That's crazy. Every person in the game. That's true. Yeah, it's literally aimbot. It literally has aimbot. If there's 3 of them, you might as well leave the match. Or run Glitch and Data Reshaper. Healing Beam, Giga Chad. I mean, I'm thinking top Giga Chad. This is the most selfless thing you can run in the game. What is more Giga Chad than running Healing Beam? Is that crazy? There's nothing more Giga Chad than running Healing Beam. Riot Shield is better than Healing Beam? What?
Actually,
Jump Pad. I mean, it's just skill expression. I think it's mid Giga. Am I crazy? I mean, who thinks Jump Pad's cheesy? No one, right? I'm really liking this list so far. I thought I was gonna have a harder time picking stuff, but a lot of this feels like it's going in the right spot. Most mediums just use DMAT. Exactly, which is why I think Healing Beam gets even more points for Giga Chad. Because you're choosing not to use the most used specialization to be a team player. Just handing out Giga Chad. I mean, you know what? Hey, no. Jump Pad, we'll go respectable. Just like Kenny's right. We need more criteria for Giga Chad. Jump Pad, it's just I don't like ultra respect someone who running Jump Pad. You just run Jump Pad. Yeah. Fair. Bring Cerberus. Blue, you are the only person who thinks Cerberus takes skill in this chat. KS23. You have to lead your shots. The bullet velocity is terrible. It is a pump action bow that reloads. Tell me I'm wrong. It's a shotgun, right? Giga? Okay, I thought you guys were going to argue that it was too high. I agree it's Giga. It's hard to use. Giga on everything. Okay, I thought I was going to have to fight you guys on that. It's so hard to hit once you get used to it. I never die to this because no one uses it, but when I do, I'm like, okay, sweet. Either I think, okay, sweet, this guy's really good, or I think, sweet, I'm going to come back and kill him easily. Top Giga? Hardest gun in the game? Oh, I mean, it's definitely, yeah, okay. It's above 50 cal in KS23. Yeah, it might be top Giga. Dagger. Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree. Is anyone? Aiming with projectiles hard? Yeah. Okay. I thought I was going to since it's a shotgun, I thought I was going to have to convince you guys, but you guys seem to be on the same page. Bro, Blue, I know you're rage baiting and trolling, but it's still getting me upset. I want to throw a 45-pound weight into the wall when I see skill and Cerberus in the same sentence. Blue, okay, bro. Blue's trolling, guys. I'm telling you, he's trolling. All right, Lewis gun. Now easier to control than the M60. We're gonna do these right next to each other. Lewis gun. Right here, right? Below the AK. I don't get upset when I die to a Lewis gun. Lewis is moldy cheese. Do you mean like you're dying to cheese? Or it's bad? Because if it's bad, the worse it is, the more you should respect it. Kinda cheese. M60's better now. I agree. Yeah, that's why I want to put the M60 below it. I want to put M60 bottom respectable. Is that crazy? 47 bullets with AFCAR damage. That's fair. Insane beam capacity, but it needs recoil control. Yes, but they nerfed the recoil, or they buffed the recoil pattern. It's really easy to control. When I'm playing heavy, this feels like the AR end to me. Now, that could be because I'm on controller, but top cheese? Bring repeater higher? Yeah, I think after all this, I think I agree. I'm going to put it right here. I definitely put it above that. Yeah, we'll keep that there. Matter of fact, delete the repeater. I hate losing to the Lewis gun. All right. Well, I'm thinking the majority is voting putting Lewis gun in top kind of cheese. M60 higher than the repeater? No, bro. It's a single shot weapon. You have to be... I hate dying with the repeater, but this takes skill, bro. How do you like these two right here? Should we swap them, actually? This is a smaller mag. M60's now got more bullets, but harder to use. This hurts my soul. I don't know. I'm never upset when I die to these two weapons, man. I just don't think the Lewis gun is cheese, man. I'm going to go with this. How do you guys feel? I'm going to go with that. Any objections? Any objections? Going once. Going twice. 3 times. Sold. We're good with it. LH1. I think it goes right next to the repeater. It's semi-auto, so it goes a little bit underneath. Yeah, respectable. Mid-respect. Gets to me for whatever reason. That noise, the gook, 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 gook. It is intimidating and annoying. Yeah, I like LH1 a little bit below repeater. Next to Pike. Yeah, the Pike really is the equivalent. I respect it more just because you have less health when you're using it. And you don't get the deep scope. Yeah, we'll put it right above it. LH1... Yeah, it is basically the same gun. Just a little bit of a faster fire rate. Not as deep of a scope. Yeah, I like it. Lock bolt. I love the lock bolt. It's a good counter to a lot of light stuff. But as a premise, it's like my argument for the cloaking device or the flashbang. You can't kill me unless I'm stuck in one place. So I think it's kind of cheese. Do you disagree? Muzzle brake LH1 would be crazy. If you don't use it with hammer. Oh, I didn't even think about the combo with flamethrower and hammer. Ugh. I'm going to put it here with next to flamethrower for that reason alone. Lockbolt crutch. It kind of is a crutch. It kind of is a crutch. You're depending on it to get the kill. Giga in the right hands? I just don't think... Giga for Lockbolt is crazy. As a concept, I have to Lockbolt them down. Now, the only thing that I've seen Giga with the Lockbolt is someone who knew they were going to die. It's in that YouTube video where he shoots it and he hits him and the cash out is right outside his reach because of the Lockbolt. That was Giga. That's the only Giga thing I've seen out of that. Yeah, Blue's first good take in stream. Yeah, I like bottom cheese just because it's not as bad as these three. No, I don't, bro. I definitely think, as a concept, I'm going to put it top crutch. Oh, I got to think. I have these completely out of order. Serb is borderline you just want to be annoying. It's super crutch. Yeah, I'm going to put it here. I like this. Yep. What do we think? Goo Gun Giga Chad, bro. Literally the only specialization that takes skill. Not the way people use it, though. You're talking about the top 10%. I hear you. I hear you. But you got to think Goo Gun Sledge, man. That's a crutch. Like, you can't get that skill. You can't get that melee kill without the goo. Now, Goonade with Sledge, skill. Goo Gun, too easy. Yeah, I think Mesh after the nerf definitely takes some skill. M11 used to be mid-respectable. Now, after the buff, you don't have to recoil control at all. I think it's mid kind of cheese. Am I crazy? Hipfire is crazy accurate. Every time I throw this gun on, I feel like I'm doing way better than I deserve. I can aim down sights with iron sights and hit mid-range shots with it. I can't see an argument with respectable. I love it. I love M11. Yeah, borderline crutch. Now, I'm not saying, like, I'm not annoyed when I die at the M11. It's a full auto gun. You got to hit all your shots. It's not a shotgun, right? I'm going to put it above the flamethrower for sure. But you have to admit, after the buff, it is pretty cheese. It's like a full auto shotgun with marshmallow bullets. You don't have to ADS. Yeah, exactly. It's always meta. I wish I always love Mac 10s in video games. I wish it was niche. Like, I wish it was bad enough to be niche. But it is not. It's meta now, so it's too easy to use. Perfectly said. I like it right there and kind of cheese. M26 matter, however, you got to use it with dash. You don't have to, but preferably. You got to land like 3 hits to hit medium and heavy. Got to get some headshots in there. I like it. I like bottom respectable. What do you guys feel? I think it's the only shotgun other than the KS-23 that takes some skill. Am I crazy? Jathan, I think so. Like, you got to think about what you're saying with Goo Gun. I can't kill you unless you're stuck in place. The Goo Gun is a harder to use lockbolt with infinite ammo. Think about it that way. Am I crazy? Am I wrong? Respectable on the M26? Yeah, I agree. Respectable. Even though it's a shotgun. I hear you, bro. Like, I definitely hear you. There are players that can make the Goo Gun not just respectable, but Giga Chad. 1,000%. There are some Giga Chad Goo Gun players that they can make platforms, like makeshift buildings around a cash out. But the majority of the player base, it, like, as a tool put in the game for a new player, you can definitely crutch it. You know what I mean? Minigun Giga. 1,000% I agree. Who disagrees? I'm putting bottom Giga, but the build up it takes, the movement it takes away, the range debuff. What do you think? Like a literal Chad? Yes, he's a great example. But you can only name like 3 players that use it like that. Minigun is buns. That's why it's Giga. Shocho's got a good point. You got to think, yeah, flamethrower goo, sledge goo. Oh, Hyla? I didn't even notice you were in here, my guy. Yeah, it's Giga in your hands. Giga and Hyla. Uh-oh. All right. Is Caleb trolling Blue, or did he say something crazy? I see what you mean in terms of goo, sledge, flamethrower. I see people. Yeah. No, those people with goo, especially if he's using it with deagles, I think it really depends what you're using it with. If you're using Goo Gun with one of these, that's Giga. He's trolling. Okay. Context. Yes. And I think that Goo Gun matters most with context. 100%. But for vast majority of players, 90%, I think it's a crutch. But the top players aren't going to use it as a crutch. So I like it. He did? Okay, good. Thank you, Caleb. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you meant crazy stuff like bannable stuff. Don't troll Blue, bro. Blue's allowed to have bad takes. It's okay. Mesh shield. After the nerf. I think high respectable. You can juggle your usage. What do we think? Justice for me. Justice for Blue. Although, Blue, you're defending the Serb. I'm going to be a little... I mean, it's going to take some convincing to be on your side. No, definitely should let you chat, but I agree. Mesh mid respect. I like that. Maybe not too high on respect. Why do we have jump pad at number 1 respect? Definitely mid. Or maybe low. Yeah, it's around defibs, I'd say. Mesh, let's go mid. Yeah, I feel... Oh, yeah, we'll put it here with goo and barricade. Similar uses. How do you guys like it there, Mesh? Don't yuck someone's yum? What does that mean? I think between respectable and crutch. So kind of cheese? Mesh like a get out of jail free card? True, but you can't spam it anymore. And if you're a light, or even a medium with 2 movement utilizations, you can just bum rush him. Because you can walk straight through the shield and shoot melee, and he can't do anything because you can't attack with it. That's my counter argument there. All right, where's the MLG or MGL guy who wanted to have this conversation? Yeah, Blue, don't be weird, man. Come on, we're having a good time. You can give bad takes, but don't be like weird. Debatably bad. Yeah, they're all opinions here. It's just that at the end of the day, my opinion is right. Who is the MGL guy? I've never heard of it. I'm scared. That's why. It's not okay. Good. Then I'm right. All right. MGL. I'm gonna put with. Am I wrong? I feel like MGL players are completely separate than CL40 players. If you're a CL40 player, you're trying to be annoying, and you tell everyone you use CL40. If you're using MGL, you're using it because some lights pissed you off. Right? Barricade and cheese? Yeah, but the skill expression with Barricade, I mean, if you get 2 other people to agree with you, I'll move it down. But I just think there's too much skill expression with Barricade, and you can demo right through it. And that's the most used specialization. MGL, I think is top kind of cheese, almost respectable. I might even put respectable. Easy to counter, and it's hard to hit your shots with it. If you're fighting a team, like if you push a team or you're isolated, both your teammates are dead, you're so screwed. And put CL40 in hateable. We're talking about how I feel. I just love it's a total crutch. It puts it. MGL should be a gadget. I kind of like that idea. I think it should be too. I just think you're screwed because it's your main use. Yeah, it should be like the RPG. I like that. Yeah, do more environmental damage and make it like the RPG. I like that idea a lot, actually, the more I think about it. The model. Oh, the model, man. The gun that made me quit the finals for a season. The gun that made me walk away and play Marvel Rivals for a season. The Model 1887. Oh, I hate this gun. But, after the nerf, I think it's in a good place, unfortunately. I don't think I can argue that it's cheese or a crutch after the nerf. It's kind of buns now. I think it's in a good place. But, man, when it was meta for like 50 years, they refused to fix this gun. So much so I had to leave the game. I hated the model. That is how I feel about the Cerberus now, actually. But everything else they're doing in the game is too good, it overshadows it. This gun is the reason I do quick play content now. This gun is why I do quick play comedy content now. Man, just out of pure hate, I might put it at bottom or in kind of cheese. No, I think after the nerf, we'll put it in respectable. Yeah. Who wants to see the model farther down? Is anyone, or do you like where it's at? Bottom, scraping the barrel bottom, respectable. I say that's where the model resides nowadays. Me? I need 2 more. I think I like where it is perfectly. I hate the gun and I hate people who use it, but I have to give it its flowers after the nerf. Pike 3 taps lights and 5 taps mediums. Yeah, but you have to hit all those shots and it's bouncy, right? Right? Motion sensor. These things I see all the time. What do you guys think about that? Think about the way you use it. My desk in solo queue, yeah. Season 3 model was so stupid. They refused to fix it. But when they did fix it, they fixed it well. Motion sensor is kind of a crutch, is it not? I don't get mad at it. You can shoot it. I just get annoyed with it. You're not trying to be annoying when you're using it. You're trying to... Yeah, it's perfect. It's a total crutch is a perfect use for it. It's not nearly as annoying to fight as the Cerberus or any of these, but you're using it to get more information that you couldn't get from your game sense otherwise. It's like training wheels for game sense. So I'm not annoyed with it. I don't want any changes to it. I just think as a concept, it's a crutch. And we're going to go ahead. These things are the exact same thing. And put that with it. Pyro Nade. I want to put this in Giga. But I don't think it is. What do you guys think? Pyro Nade. Should I put it in Giga just because in Season 7 it's getting the Molotov skin? Wow. Today, Junior. What are we thinking? I need input. Because I'm biased. I love Pyro Nade. Is a bad gadget annoying? See, you say it's a bad gadget, that makes me want to put it higher. What about lower respectable? I think it goes in the frag category. A little above frag, right? You get one use. The burn damage after the fact is more annoying. So we'll put it under frag, I think. Yeah, I like that. Anything that's bad and annoying should go at the bottom. Top kind of cheese. That's 2 votes for it. You know what? I'll give it to you. Top kind of cheese. Yeah, tick damage, area denial. No one's running smokes to counter it. That's the counter for it. Yeah, I think the only Giga Chad way to use this is to only use it to counter gas grenades. Yeah, I'll agree. Pyromine. Yeah, we'll put it here. Pyromine is almost a crutch. Almost a crutch. Because you are throwing that hoe down on the cash out. Because you know it's going to kill a light one hit. Giga Pyromine. My guy Blue, bro. If Blue could pick any combo from all the classes in one character, he would pick, right? Cerberus. And then he'd run CO40 as a secondary. Then he'd run Flash, Grenade, Pyromine, and Season 3 model. That would be his kit. It does way too much damage. Does it not kill a light on the explosion? Bro, does it get the... Yeah, the point is how much skill it takes. You know what I mean? We're not ranking how good these are, right? If we were ranking how like, meta stuff was, this would not be in the bottom. The Serb would be at the very top. This is just skill. Like, if you use this weapon, you are a Giga Chad, or you're respectable. Right? You know what I mean? Blue thinks you're right. Blue, I am... This is why it's my tier list. We need to do a stream where Blue tells me where to put everything. And then we need to compare to see how different they are. What about minigun? I put it in here, right? It's bottom Giga Chad. Just because it's slow build up. It's hard to use. It's really bad over range. I think you got to be a Giga Chad to be good with the minigun. Blue just has to revise the list and he'll be happy that's true. Finally hit 30 viewers. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Super chatters get a twerking session, just saying, while I beg for scraps. All right. All right. I don't know if you guys watch Crimmy Sun on Twitch. Is this not a Giga Chad use? The CB repeater completely outclasses it. So if you're using the revolver, you're a Giga Chad. You're a niche Giga Chad. Yeah, Blue ran one out of the water. The revolver is definitely a Giga Chad weapon. Crimmy Sun is the revolver guy for me. Right? That's definitely Giga Chad. And at the top of Giga Chad, right before KS23, now that we think about it, the bow. And you know how Giga Chad the revolver is? Yeah. If someone is good with the revolver, like annoyingly good, they're good. It's all skill. So, I love a good revolver player. And it's niche. No one uses it. Bow annoying. What? That's why it's in Giga. It's bad. It's niche. If you've got a bow light teammate, you feel like they're throwing. But if you get a good bow light teammate, you're like, oh shit. Use it to sell. Riot Shield. I hate Riot Shields in FPS games. I don't think Riot Shields have any place in FPS games. The only counter to a Riot Shield is Pyro Grenade. Even then, you can't even kill them. You have to bait them. You guys pick where Riot Shield goes because, you know what? No, I already know where it is. You have the... Do not tell me. Do not tell me right now. Do not tell me you do not have the same face you have when you put on the CL40. There is no way you equipped Riot Shield and don't say to your party, guys, I'm gonna equip the Riot Shield. There's no way those words don't leave your mouth. What if we all run Riot Shield? That's the only time you're using it. Bow takes skill, yeah, because of the velocity. Am I crazy? I've got to be right there. There is no way you're not making the same. What if I use the Riot Shield? I'm gonna use the Riot Shield. You guys run CL40, I'll run Riot Shield. It's the same type of person. Now, I'm not saying there are some people who can use it Giga Chad, use it niche. It's fun to use. But think about the name of the category. You are using the Riot Shield to piss people off. If you're running the Riot Shield, tell me you're not emoting on every team you wipe. I know you are. I know you are. That's why it's bottom just want to be annoying. I always taser those guys. Yeah. You know full well, if you're running Riot Shield, you loaded into World Tour or Quick Play because you just got crapped on Ranked or another game at World Tour, and you want to unwind and just be evil for 30 minutes. You want to be evil and inflict the pain you're feeling on everyone else. And as people slide jump and shoot your shield and run away, you're sitting there going, with your greasy Cheeto fingers, ruining their day and loving it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I am incorrect. You can't do it. RPG. Now, I play light a lot. What happens if Riot is in my reserve? That's different because then you're using it as a reaction to someone else. I think that's the only way. Like, you're using it just to troll someone else. RPG respectable. That's true. Yeah, it's definitely not a total crutch, especially after the nerf. It doesn't even one-shot lights anymore. You're right. Let's go. It's such a bailout. If I'm pushing a heavy that's hurt, the amount of time that it takes for them to pull out the RPG and shoot me is faster than comic book accurate Flash in DC Comics when he has the Blue Lantern ring on. It comes out right away. That's why I think it's crutch. But I'll put it top cheese for you guys. Season 3 RPG was rage bait. It was. All right. SA-12. What are we thinking? It's a shotgun, but I almost respect it because of the gap in between, because how close you have to get, like it should be with a shotgun. But the re-rack between every 4 shots. Giga? Okay, I'm thinking Giga, and I might hear you out, Blue. Just don't push the heavy that hasn't fired it yet. I think it's the same as the flamethrower. If I see someone with an SA-12, they're going to play in buildings if they're a good player and play around close range. If I'm a light playing against an SA-12, I'm throwing on the ARN or the XP, and I'm playing medium long range. It's a good... I think it's really well balanced. What if we go high respectable? What if I put it near the repeater? I like it. Insane skill ceiling, yeah. All the good heavies. Belize uses the SA-12. I like it. I like it a lot. Caleb, I'm not checking that chat. It's gonna be terrible, isn't it? Winch. Okay, yeah. Paired with the winch, though, I think that's what keeps it out of Giga chat, is its pairing with the winch. That's what's keeping it out of Giga. That takes its skill expression way down. I like Shaq 50. Top respect. I think it's the F car of the heavy class. Really well balanced weapon. Yeah, Mesh Shield and the SA are that's a good skilled combo. But I agree, the winch comboed with it. Stupid poopy Dooku buns. Shaq is cheesy with charge. Easy kills with winch. Fair. I like this though. Shaq, top respect. I like it. Yeah, Shaq with mesh. That combo's Giga. All right. Top kind of cheese, bro. You're lying. Yeah, no question, bro. It's fun, satisfying. The inspect with the tech deck is really cool. You can be really skilled with it. Neon has done a bunch of cool clips with it. I mean, you can be a skilled player and use it, but this is the epitome of, all right, if you weren't using a shotgun, you wouldn't have killed me. It's cheese. Why is this game so addictive? I played it once and now day 3. Dude, I'm telling you, people are sleeping on the finals. You play too much of it, the flaws come out. Like Panda, Shocho, and I, the shotgun meta made us stop playing for a while because we were playing competitive, and now we're trying other games, it's good. You should always play more than one game. But the finals is, I mean, look at COD right now. Can you imagine being a COD main player when the finals is literally right here? Delusional. It's like being a Browns fan. Neon uses skilled weapons. Neon uses every weapon in the game. Sledge cheese. I don't know. You guys might hate me. You guys might hate me, but I think the sledge kind of takes some skill. After doing the heavy hitters event, I could just be ass, boys. I could just be ass. But hear me out. You hit the trigger or you click the mouse button, and you start an animation that is so slow, which is why the goo gun is needed, but that makes it cheese. But without the goo gun on its own, which no one uses, right? I don't know. Like you start it and it goes, and then boom, and then boom. Like there's a timing with it. I don't know. Also, this needs to not be top. I'm forgetting the way I'm ranking this. Yeah, I'll put this bottom kind of cheese. I'm gonna put top kind of cheese. Almost irrespectable. Because I know it's definitely cheese. Sledge is based on cheese, right? Its basis is on cheese. But the timing it takes to hit these sledge shots, I respect it. So I think it's almost irrespectable. If it didn't have the combo with the goo gun, it would be irrespectable for me. Is that a crazy take? But the thing, I never die to someone using a sledge and go, wow, that guy's good. Never. You know what I mean? I never think that. Ever. I like smoke, but as a concept, it's a crutch. Right? It's the same as flash. I can't kill you unless you can't see me. It might even be worse than the flash because I can't kill you unless I can see you and you can't see me. Yeah, that's a good sledge. Treat sledge. Yeah, if I'm using sledge. Oh, it's like flamethrower. But I have flamethrower here too. I have it top kind of cheese, flamethrower mid cheese. Right? That's why Sledgehammer is very tippy top cheese. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I swear if you put Spear in Giga, no, it's a melee weapon, bro. No. It is hard to use. No one uses it. It's niche. But, I mean, you're lying to me if it's like dual blades. right? It's still annoying. What if I put it bottom respectable? Above the model. I'm going to put it above the Lewis as well. I'm going to put it next to the Matter. How about that? Yeah, it's terrible in Power Shift. I hope they make it so you can throw it like every 15 seconds. Just spear someone in the chest. That would be cool. That'd put it in a good place. But then you have nothing in your hands for like a solid 4 seconds. Like, you got to commit to it. Any objections? Nah. They won't do that, don't worry. I just think that would be cool. And I don't play heavy. I would hate that, actually. But it would be cool to watch. The clips would be awesome. All right, Sniper. If you play it like me, it's Giga. If you play Sniper in shotgun XP range, you're a Giga Chad. Right? But 90% of the players play in the back of the map because they're scared of gunfights. I don't know why you're not playing Minecraft. I don't know why you're not playing Surgeon Simulator. If you're scared of getting in fights, why are you playing an FPS? Throw the Sniper on and play aggressive. If you do, you're Giga Chad easy. You're up there with Recurve Bow. But 90% of the player base camp in the back of the map. I don't even think here. I think it's mid-cheese. Respectable. I think because of the skill, like, I think of players like Chicken or players like myself who there's a lot of skill expression with it. There's a bug you have to work around with it. I'm going to put it with the Pike and LH1. Does that make sense? I'll put it above the Pike. Well, it one-shots lights, so I'll put it below the Pike. Below the LH1 and the Pike. How do we feel about that? I like that there. Yeah, Quickscope, Giga Chad for sure. But if you're sniping in the back of the map and you're not moving, like you're the Crane in Monaco, you are a loser. You're crutching it. Yeah. Like, I remember when Sniper or Power Shift first came out and all the sniper lights ruined the game because they all sniped in the back without moving? Oh, I hated that crap. Stun gun, which is now not the stun gun, the nullifier. Annoying? Not anymore. Now the stun gun sucks. I think the stun gun's niche. No one runs it. If you get hit with the stun gun, you don't die. No one can hurt you. I think you should be able to stun gun yourself. You should be able to nullify yourself. Like Wraith from Apex, right? That's how you buff the stun gun. I hope they do that in Season 7. Then you could go stun gun, healing SMG, and then for a third, glitch nade. That'd be a great kit. Niche, bottom respectable. Steal and you get stunned. Well, that's what it's for. Right? It's for making you drop carryables and stopping cash outs. Yet, like, you have no health as a light. You're supposed to be annoying, and you should be that fast guy that goes in and can stop it, but it's super high risk, high reward. Stun them and run, yes. It is annoying, but yeah. Like, the way I use Nullify, if I'm getting rushed by a team of 3, I can nullify the heavy, and then 1v2 the light and medium, kill the light, and then before the medium kill me, reposition, nullify the heavy again, get rid of the medium, and then it really helps 1v3ing. A lot of skill expression. I'm going to go upper respectable. How do you guys feel about that? Sword next to cloak. I'm putting it below cloak, bro. Yeah. This is my list. I don't care. I don't care. If there's one thing I'm vetoing, man, if you run sword dash, I don't care. I don't care if you have a counter. I don't care if glitch trap counters you. You are a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser. And I know in season 2 through 4, you did the little ka-tink tink, ka-tink tink, ka-tink tink, ka-tink tink. Everyone hid behind the excuse, but it takes skill to learn the movement. It takes skill to learn the sword movement. You gotta, tink, tink, You're full of shit. It was stupid. Takes no skill. Well, not no skill. Cerberus takes no skill. Yes, you had to press the dash button. Yes. You had to know when to push and when to leave. Yes. But, it was stupid. It's in a better place now. There is a counter, but oh my goodness. The only thing Giga Chad about this sword... All right, Blue, you're yapping too. The only thing Giga Chad is the inspect. When I use the sword, popping that inspect is so tough. All right, Thermal Bore. This is Giga Chad. This is near the top Giga Chad. It is so pointless. It is so pointless. But if you've seen the new video that the finals put out, the dude Thermal Board grappled and then grappled through. It was so cool. Yeah, no one uses Boar, and for that reason alone, it's Giga Chad. Well, I mean, you don't really do any skill expression with it. It's not above Gateway for Giga Chad. I'm going to put it next to Gravity Vortex because it's only in here because no one uses it. That probably is better. Thermal Vision. I mean, I'm not annoyed with it, but it's definitely a crutch. Right? It's a counter to Invis. Here, let's get this out of the way, because it's the exact same. It's a counter to these two. Thermal Vision. It's very meta right now, so I don't want it up there. Everyone's using it. It's a counter to smokes and stuff. Like, you are crutching it. You don't get skill expression from Thermal Vision, right? Thermal is giving you can't see. To Vanish Bomb. I'll put it above Cloaking, and I'll put it above Guardian Turret, just because you can cloak your teammates, and that's kind of Giga of it. But that's it. That's it. And I'm comfortable with that right there. It's got to be close to Cloaking. Got to be close. I wish I could copy and paste these things together, Sword and Dash, and then make the combo and put it into Crutch just because it's my list. But I won't do that. How are we thinking about Vanish's Giga is crazy. What about throwing knives? What do we think about throwing knives? I think they used to be crutch. I think now you could make a Giga argument for them. Am I crazy? Am I insane? Tell me yes or no. Annoying, yes. Annoying is fine, but they're hard to use. I know they're annoying. I know. But where are we thinking in terms of skill expression? Low respect? I know Shocho hates them. Okay, so I'm seeing low respect, some Giga. One-shot lights, but the bullet velocity or the knife velocity is really low. It's hard to hit unless you're up close. Bottom respect, low respect. All right, we'll do very bottom respect for knives. I want to keep model at the bottom, so I'm going to put throwing knives right above it. Tracking dart. Let's do top crutch, only because motion sensor and sonar are in here, and I'm going to put it above both of those just because you have to hit your shot with it. But it's hit scan. It doesn't do pulses. It just tracks you the entire time. It's niche. Yes, no one uses it. Got to buff it. Has more uses. But at the end of the day, it's crutching your game sense at the end of the day. So we're going to put it in crutch. Not mad about it. I'm not upset when I get darted. It tells you get darted so you can play around people. You know where they're there. You wait for it to wear off. But fundamentally, it just is a crutch. I don't want any changes. I'm not hating on it. It just is a crutch, if that makes sense. Knives, no difference. Yeah, I think there's definitely... I respect a knives player now. V9S. Very good. Very good. I might put it top respectable, low-key. What do you guys think? Do you think it takes... V9S is more Giga Chad than the Shaq 50 AK and FCAR? How are you? What's up, God is awesome. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm doing well. How are you? Bottom. Noob weapon. V9S. That's kind of crazy. I mean, it's I feel like it's more respectable than the XP. Is that crazy? Yeah, definitely respectable. Do we put it above the LH1 or below the LH1? If you died with the LH1 or the V9S, which one are you going, oh, I respect him more or less? That's the question. I think we're going to put it around the LH1. But is it above or below? Above LH1? Yeah, let's put it between the 9.3R and the LH1. 9.3R is definitely more niche. But yeah. Winch. I think Winch goes kind of cheese. What do you guys think? Kind of cheese, in between kind of cheese and crutch. Right? You have to land it. It's kind of hard to land. That's the only reason why it's not in crutch. Yeah, annoying cheese, especially when you run it with hammer. And yeah, it's a free kill. Yeah, I don't know. People are crutching this. They're not using winch. I see clips all the time of people spamming it when it's out of range because they're desperate to land it. Riot is Giga. I can't. Well, I mean, just because it's in just to be annoying doesn't mean it's below cheese and crutch. This is undeniably fits and you just want to be annoying. You just want to be annoying when you pick that. MGL, I will listen to Giga. Here, wait. Let's do we got to finish this. Before we make adjustments, we got to finish the list. You can make your cases for changes. Where do we put the XP? XP, in terms of respectableness, I think right below the AK. Right? Giga, no, it's way too meta. It's way too used. You don't see someone using the XP and go, ooh, that's special. You go, okay, yeah. Right? I think it goes mid-respect after the nerf. Let's put it below the V9S, actually. In between LH1, or we'll put LH1 above it. It's just so everyone uses it. It's the default weapon you go to. Everyone loves an MP. I love the XP. I love it. One of my most used guns. It's just I don't go that guy's good because he's using it, you know. But I love it. You know what I mean? And if you get a kill with an XP, it's not because the gun did it for you. You had to land all your shots. They just nerfed its damage range. Like I think it's in a good place. Zipline, respectable, definitely. I think it goes right next to jump pad. Right? A little above jump pad because there's a little bit more expression with it. All right. How are we feeling? How are we feeling with this? Respectable? Pure skill? I like it. Serb needs some love. That's it. You're out. Plead your cases for changes. Except for you, Blue. You're an avid minigun user. Change it to respectable. There are so many drawbacks to it, but it's bottom Giga. It's the least Giga Chad of all the Gigas, you know? Healing Beam is in Giga because what is more Giga Chad than picking Healing Beam over DMAT, the most used specialization, and you're picking it just to support your teammates. That's the most Giga Chad move in the game. It's just so selfless, it makes you Giga Chad. Vanish Bomb is respectable. Yeah, exactly. You're picking to be you're a good supporty boy if you're picking Heal Beam. M11 is so inaccurate. What, dude? It's so easy to use now. Have you used it post buff? You can use it mid range. It's so easy to control. I saw they buffed it and I made a video on it, and I felt guilty with how easy my kills were. So I'm seeing an argument. Vanish Bomb to go up. Never gonna happen. Tracking Dart. Really? Wait, I missed. Barely get used to. Yeah, well, it is hit scan. And you have to hit your shot. That's why it's above motion sensor and sonar grenade. It has to be in the same category as these two. So when I explained it, here we go. Yeah, they buffed the M11 a lot. It's super easy to use now. It has to be here. I'm never mad about tracking dart. If they hit me with it, I'm not like, you have no skill. But as a premise, it's a crutch for bad game sense, if that makes sense. You're using motion sensor, sonar grenade, or tracking dart because you want the game to help your bad game sense. Just as a concept, it is kind of a crutch. It's at the top of crutch because it's the least crutch of everything in here. But it has to go with these because it's the same usage. You know what I mean? Goo gun? Goo gun's right here. It's also in crutch. New gadgets? Well, I can't rank them yet. All of the healing gadgets that are coming are Giga Chad immediately. So the heavy healing bomb or bouncy ball and the healing SMG are definitely Giga. I think the drill on medium is going to be Giga too because no one's going to use it. Thermal vision is still bugging. He's fixed. How can you put bow and Giga and throwing knives in respectable? That's a really good counter argument. Who else can argue? But at one shot, headshot's light. Yeah, but so does the bow. That's a good argument. Can someone argue against that? He might have just changed my mind. Bow and throwing knives are the only two things with infinite ammo, too. Yeah, they're harder to use. I might Giga the throwing knives, man. Yeah, what am I? I let Shocho influence me. Goo gun's right here. Yeah, you don't. It's not the gun. It's the little card. I knew you'd hate it. It's in crutch because of sledge and flamethrower. That's the short answer. I think you've convinced me. This is a crazy jump. This is a crazy jump. Crazy jump. All right, we're going to lag for a second because I'm going to take a screenshot. But I think this is where it's going to be. Right here. Throwing knives total crutch? I don't know. Like, I don't feel like they're hard to kill. He makes a good point, the recurve bow. Now, just because it counters other crutch, I just don't think that's a good argument. I think I like where things are. Denise just pulled the comeback of the year with throwing knives. He convinced me. All right. People are starting to leave. It's telling me that they agree. Give me your final arguments for any changes now. Ha! Allergies. All right. Looking like we're locking it in. Serb is not getting a change, bro. Never. If anything, you know what? Here, I'll change Serb for you. Anything with infinite ammo is crutch. I guess, hey, Denise, I think we got outvoted. We're going to put it back where it was. I'll put it above model. All right. We'll keep it where it was. Fine. Fine. No, I'm joking, Blue. I'll keep it in crutch. But if it's going anywhere, Blue, it's going into you just want to be annoying. All right. LH1 Giga Chad. It's high, mid, respectable, better, more skill than the sniper, more than the pike. But I don't know about Giga. I don't think it's got Giga status. I know the nerf put it in respectable. LH1 was kind of cheese before the nerf. Hard to use, yes, but it is hit scan. All right. I like this. Everyone say hello YouTube and hello Twitter in chat if you want to see the screenshot on your feed with your name above my head. If not, we'll start wrapping it up. Because I think for my list, this is good. This is good. This is perfect for my list, if that makes sense. I'm locking this in. This is good. This is great. Here we go. Right here. Right here. Spam and buff serve is crazy. All right. It's been a good, productive stream. Oh, preview event Thursday. Still haven't been invited yet. If I am not invited, I still think I will be, but if I'm not, we will still be hosting a watch party to see all of the best players play each other and talk about the changes. And then on Friday, we will be doing an all-day during the day stream for the day 1 of Season 7. Wednesday, no, it's on the 12th when it drops. What day is it today? It's Monday, the 9th. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, shit, it is Wednesday. Oh, shit, I should have gotten the invite today. Damn, I'm not getting invited, am I? I'm going to have to call my Embark rep. It's because I'm not on Twitch, man. They don't like the YouTube streamers. Pooh! I'm going to have to email him. Oh, well. Down for some world tour soon? If you mean soon within the hour... No, because I got to go be a dad. But this week, definitely. Wow, Wednesday's the preview event. I got to tell my boss. I'm taking that day off of work. I might take those 2 days off of work. Hit that ranked grind easy. One of your codes when you get in? The 2 codes that I will be getting will typically go to Shocho and Sir Panda. Because people are used to watching them. Calling off. We gotta call off. Season 7 is huge. I cannot wait. You guys saw the new video release, right, for the map today? If I get a free battle pass code, which I usually do for taking part in it, I will give that away in my Discord though. So if you see one of my most recent videos I post, check the link in the description, join my Discord. I will be doing a giveaway in there for the battle pass code if I get one, to let you know. Go watch the preview again. Yeah, the map looks so good. They talk about their map design. Yeah, half Tokyo and half Via. And to all of you picking your sponsor, I trust you're all going to pick Via with me. Down with the CNS terrorist organization. Let's protect the game show we all know and love from the terrible terrorists that gave us Terminal Attack ranked for a season. That's why I'm picking Via, because CNS gave us Terminal Attack ranked. All right, when y'all leave the stream, go finish your battle pass. Go finish your circuit challenges. Get ready for Season 7, man. We're like 2 days away. I'm excited. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7:30 EST. Thank you for coming by. We officially have this guideline. If you see people post videos using this gear or weapons, you know how to judge them accordingly. If you see someone using the KS-23, you need to subscribe and support them immediately. But if you see someone using the CL-40 or the Cerberus, you block them. All right. I love y'all. I'm heading out. Say your final goodbyes. And I'm going to end the stream. I love you so much. Thanks for tuning in. One of the best streams we had so far. Let me know if you're watching the VOD while you're driving or doing something else. Put in the comments that you made it this far. And then after that, let me know what you want to stream next. I was in Jats FPS, all caps. I was in his chat. When I had this idea, someone commented they recognized me and asked if I would do this. And here I am doing it. And it was a great stream. So credit to them. And so if you see me in comment sections or you are watching or in my comment section, throw me some ideas because I will definitely use them. Because here I am using it now. Love y'all. Peace. Go to your kettle, LP. Love y'all.